Welcome to our series, Yoga and You, a question and answer series where all our questions get answered by our dear Hansaji, the director of the Yoga Institute. Hansaji, we are in India and a major part of our culture is food. People are either feeding people or people are either cooking for people or overeating. So I find that a lot of people are overeating themselves to illness. What would you suggest to them? How can they really control themselves? I think it's an epidemic which people are not even aware of.
Here, I would say that first of all, we have to learn to say no. The head should go like that and not like this. It is very clear.
Right.
And here, when people force you and all that, you say no, yet they force, you should leave it. Because they say, oh, how could you leave food like that? But you leave it. Once you leave, next time they will not force you. You will have to educate yourself and others around you a bit that what you say no means you mean it.
Right.
Observe your body. The best way to avoid overeating is that when you sit to eat, with every meal you should have a glass full of liquid. With every meal, that's a must. Not just solid food but liquid. So in breakfast you have what's called as herbal tea, a glass full of herbal tea. Lunch you have buttermilk, 1 or 2 glasses of buttermilk. Snacks also herbal tea, dinner a cup of milk, a big bowl of soup. So here are some liquids.
Apart from water, you're saying anything else?
Yes.
Okay.
Water should never be taken with meals. Water half an hour before food. That also would help to neutralize your excessive acid in your body. Before eating, like if you are eating at 12 o'clock, at 11:30 you must drink a glass of water so that the excessive acid in your stomach is neutralized. And then you will not feel so much into food. You will eat, but
not jump
control,
at the food.
Control would be there. And then second control would be that you start your meal with liquid. First drink 1 or 2 glasses of buttermilk and then you eat. Automatically you will not eat more. You will feel full. So that sense of satisfaction will come right in the beginning. Then you will eat as much little which is required. So this is a trick which you should follow. Ayurveda always says that the root cause of all disease lies in stomach. So here comes this food management. So these are 2 things. One is to satisfy your hunger, satiate your hunger, and second is to fill your stomach. These are 2 different things. In yoga, that person should fill only half of his stomach with food. 1/4 stomach he should keep empty for water, which he will be taking 1 hour after the food. And 1/4 you keep it empty for gases which are formed. So this rule is there.
So that the digestion process is smooth.
Absolutely.
Right. So Hansaji, what are the quick, effective tips you can give to them so that they can have a control, because that would really help?
People take food as a pleasure, not as a discipline, not as a need, not as a duty. You have duty towards your body, towards yourself, to your nutrition. That is forgotten. It's a pleasure. Now here I see people have dining table conference and there are people sitting and they're talking something and one after another dishes are coming and food is flowing and so on and so forth. I am very much against it. Mind can focus on one thing. I would say that talk out whatever you want to talk and then systematically concentrate and eat.
Can you explain a little more, why is it important to be silent when we eat food?
You see, first of all, food is taken like Brahman. Food means highest reality. When you eat, if mind is, you are not talking to anybody, you don't have to think about what to talk and how to go about. Mind is totally distracted otherwise. Focus. So we say that we do action through our mouth only. Speech is the organ of action, as hands and legs. Speech is the organ of action. Don't do any such action of talking. So mind would be focused with food. And that food where mind is present will be absorbed and assimilated. That's been scientifically proved. You see, you take fat, but fat should get converted into energy. Protein into peptides, into amino acid, into energy.
So the whole purpose of eating, to get energy.
So that conversion, if it is not there, body suffers from storage diseases, cholesterol goes high, triglyceride goes high, uric acid. So these things will never be there if you eat food with silence, don't talk, concentrate, chew it well and focus yourself. And third, there are people who skip breakfast, then at lunch they are really hungry, or they skip lunch, snack time, they are really hungry. Now this is very wrong. You should eat little 4 times and in between also twice fresh fruits or dry fruits. So 6 times you are going to open your mouth and eat something. That is what is important. You will feel energetic and agile always, because once if you eat too much, then see what happens. You become dull, your nervous system is tired, body is tired, then you want to sleep. So see to it that you have discipline in food timings and food habits. Suppose you like some food very much. Now I would say that eat 1 spoon and keep it. After 4 hours you are going to get hungry, no? That time you eat, but don't eat at a stretch. See, when we sit to eat, we should see what we are eating. Try and see that when you are sitting to eat, your mind is very much focused there. What am I seeing nowadays? Mobile is always there in hand. They are busy and they are eating. They don't even know how much they have eaten and what they have eaten. That's why, or watching TV and eating. All this has become so common. We think we are doing 2 things together, but they are not good for you. Food is something which you have to take it very sincerely and seriously. People go on serving, because in our country I have seen that you express your love by feeding others.
Unfortunately.
You feed and you express your love there. Now don't bring these 2 things together. Love and expression could be kept aside. You can love otherwise also, sit but not through food. You need to bring some clarity, what in my body would be better and what not, and accordingly you should select and eat systematically.
So you're saying we should take the serving on our plate in one go, so we know literally what we have in our plate.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Hansaji. So if you keep your health as your perspective and really look at what you're doing when you eat that much, I think you will automatically have a shift. It's in your hands. Please use the tips and understand scientifically what's happening when you eat, so that you have a good life. Thank you.